Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Ramaya Ramabhadraya, Ramachandraya Vedase, Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namaha, Sitaya Pataye Namaha, Sitaya Pataye Namaha. Where are we? So Sampati is telling his story to Angad and all the other monkeys and the Jambavant and others. And that time, he, having become miserable because his wings were burnt in the arrogance of wanting to reach the sun, and he decided, he's saying, now I shall burn myself in a great fire. क्या कथम धारयितुं शक्तो विपक्षो जीवितं प्रभो इत्युक्तोऽथ मुनिर्वीक्ष्य मां दर्याद्र विलोचनः. And when he was saying, speaking these type of words and crying away, at that time the sage, what was the name of the sage? Chandrayana. So sun burnt, someone else comes to cool. All we have to do is, any difficulties come in your life, just sit quiet. It will pass away. The opposite will happen after some time. Then again opposite will happen after some time. If you come to catch this cycle of life, you are the wisest man. Then you will know that you are the witness. But this was not the case with Sampati. Sampati is Jatayu's brother, if some people don't know. And he went with his brother. They were having a competition. And so in that competition, they flew all the way to the sun, towards the sun. And as they soared higher and higher, he saw that his brother was getting scorched. So being the elder brother, he went and covered Jatayu. And in that process, his feathers got burnt, but Jatayu was protected. And now he is crying. And that time the sage Chandrayana, he compassionately looked at him and said, Shrunuvatsa vacho medya shrutva kuru yathepsitam deha moolamidam dukkham deha karma samudbhavaha karma pravartate dehe aham buddhya purushasya hi ahankarastvanadih syat avidya sambhavo jadaha. Oh Shrunu, listen. Vatsa, my dear son, listen. Vacho me adya shrutva kuru yepsitam. First listen to me and afterwards do whatever. Shrutva kuru yathepsitam. Do whatever you feel like or please like after you listen to me. Adya shrutva. First listen to me and then you do what you want. And then he says, Deha moolamidam dukkham, Deha karma samudbhavaha. He says, the cause of all sorrows is this body. It is our attachment to this body which is all the cause of sorrow. What is the sorrow? Why did I come late? I didn't get the coffee. I missed the coffee. Or why am I having this pain here? Why am I feeling hungry in the middle of the class? And so on. Continuously, everything that we are doing in our life is only for this body. What is making? Otherwise, you will not go to work. Why you go to work? To make money. With that money, what you do? Build a house. In that house, what you do? Buy an expensive bed. And in that bed, what you do? Go to sleep. Who go to sleep? Atma or body? Body. You buy good food for Atma or body? For body. You wear good clothes for Atma or body? For body. See? So we are not only physical body, we are talking about the mind also. So you want to go to different places, visit, get exhilarated, get a rush. Oh, we covered this, we covered that. The mind feels very happy. I have done this bucket list, ticking. पर ये नहीं देख रहा कि नीचे bucket list बढ़ती जा रही है. हाँ? So here sage Chandrayana is telling Sampati that this body is the cause of all sorrows. Deha moolam idam dukkham. Deha karma samudbhava. The aggregate of all karmas that we have done in our life is what this body we have got. So when did you do the karmas? You want to find out when you did karmas? You eat chili today, tomorrow morning you will find out. Or you eat, आजकल मेरे लिए, if I eat even 2 cholas, the chickpea, next morning, by in the morning, after 2 hours gas हो जाता है. क्यों हो जाता है पता नहीं, पहले तो कभी नहीं होता था. कर्म मीन्स आई एट नो, नहीं अच्छा लगता है छोले भटूरे, ओ चलो दबाओ, आफ्टर दैट सफर. So we don't know, but they say that we have done karmas in our previous life, and because of those karmas in previous life, you have got this life. And in this life, if you eat good food, you will have a good body. If you eat bad junk food, you will have a junk body. And if you say, I have been eating sattvic food all my life, then why am I getting diabetes? Prarabdha. Why am I getting arthritis, osteoarthritis? Prarabdha. Iska kuch, you cannot, this body means change, and it will keep changing. Nobody is perfect as a body. As Atma, all of you are perfect, but as a body, nobody is perfect. And we are egoistically attached to thinking that this body is strong, capable of doing this and that, and he is inspired to initiate various actions and deeds. We'll do this project, we'll do that project, we'll go to, today only someone called, Swamiji, you tell me next time when the Charan Sparsh opens, I want to do Kailash again. मैंने कहा तब तक मैं बंद कर दूंगा सब कुछ. दुकान खोल के रखिए क्या? But we keep doing. In the name of Kailash, we go to Dandenongs. In the name of Kailash, we do this. What is now gardening? What is next? Weeding. What is next? Oh, this part of the house has not been cleaned. Let's clean it. Next, okay, garage तो भूल ही गया यार. Next day, garage is the project. One project after next project after next project. But have you ever thought that the biggest project of your life is to unite with the divine? That one we have forgotten. That one we have forgotten. And instead all other projects, and that's what he is telling here, that and this sense of haughtiness is eternal and everlasting, that we have to keep doing things one after the other, and this feeling that I am strong, that I can do it and I can achieve this, and I have an ambition, I have got a goal, I have got a purpose in life, I want to make an impact in this world. ताले तुम्हारे जैसे बहुत आगे चले गए. Nobody has been made, whoever thought that he has made an impact, he is forgotten now. For some people they remember, but after 100, 200 years they are forgotten. And you, kal ki murgi, not even your children listen to you. And you want to make an impact on this world. don't live in a fool's world. Don't live in a fool's world. Be very clear. He'll tell you now. And this and this is because of ignorance, because we don't know ourselves. Because we don't know ourselves, we are attached to the body, and from here begins the journey of ignorance, of running after the world, of the egoistic journey, of the journey of the jiva, journey of the individual, who is never happy. For small things he will be happy, but most of the time he is only complaining. Continuing. चिच्छायया सदा युक्तः तप्ताय पिण्डवत् सदा तेन देहस्य तादात्म्यात् देहश्चेतनवान् भवेत् देहोऽहमिति बुद्धिः स्यात् आत्मनोऽहङ्कृतेर्बलात् तन्मूल एष संसारः सुखदुःखादिसाधकः. तुम्हारे पास यू हैव द बुक? चाहिए? संबंध ईमेल करो उनको. तुम्हारे पास तुम्हारा नंबर हो, उसका होगा तुम्हारे पास, या सीमा के पास होगा. सीमा तुम भेज दो. अच्छा. So now he is telling how this identification with the body takes place. Just like a hot iron put in a fire becomes like a hot fireball, isn't it? Can you see iron? No. What are you seeing? Only the heat and light, but it is in a shape of a round, and you think there is someone inside. Exactly like that, the difference between the iron and the fire is almost indistinguishable, because they have become one, as if, the same way the jiva, the ego, it identifies with the body with such intensity, with such intense identification, that it is unable to think of itself as separate to the body. It's not able to see itself other than the body. Actually, it is the witness. Actually, it is the observer of everything that is going on. It is the observer of the world. It's observer of the body movements. It's the observer of the breath coming in and going out. It's the observer of the thoughts and emotions. It's the observer of all the convictions. It's the observer of the waking, dream and deep sleep coming and going every day. So its position is that of a witness. But because from somewhere, because of society, because of parents, because of copying what others are doing, the child also becomes identified with the body. See? Last week I told you one example. Those who are grandparents here, they can see that when you ask the children, "Beta, show me where are your eyes?" the child will put his finger in your eyes, not in his eyes. "Tell me where is the nose?" He'll put it on your nose, not on his nose. But 3-4 months later, "My nose," not on your nose. Yeah, because he has been programmed now. Mummy is again and again, catches the finger. "Where is your nose?" Here. And if you repeat anything enough times, data is created. Data is created. And then the mind starts functioning that way. And in this way, when pure conscious thinks that ahankar is its integral part, the latter induces the former to be associated with the body, then that body appears to have life or a conscious feeling. So life is not in the body. Life is not because of breath. That is afterwards. Why is life where does the life come from? When the consciousness enters or takes over the body. When consciousness starts, when does it happen? It happens in the when? 4th, 5th month of the pregnancy, that according to Srimad Bhagavad. And then we start feeling the body is consciousness. It is because of this consciousness laced with ahankar that the atma, the pure self or consciousness, gets the erroneous thought that it is the body, and it is because of this association of consciousness with the body, which is inert consciousness, which is of the nature of life, that one gets this world of birth and death. And so in simple words, the reason you are getting birth after birth after birth, when I say birth after birth after birth, when were you born? Last? Huh?
This morning.
Oh, you were born this morning. Not last moment. Last moment also. Good. So not only when our parents gave this body the birth, but we are being born every day. After every night when we sleep, we wake up, it's a new you, it's not the old you. But ego thinks it's the same one. Actually it is a new one. One who is wise, we are doing Sthita Prajna Lakshanas in Bhagavad Gita. That is what? Who is the man of wisdom? Steady man, man of steady wisdom. He who knows and who lives in this realization that life is ever new. Or life, if I use the word life, life is ever the same. Body is ever new. And therefore, because he is knowing that he is the witnessing consciousness, he is the observer, he does not get attached, he does not get attracted, he does not get engulfed, he does not get entangled with what he is seeing. What is that he is seeing? The body. Body, breath, mind, intellect is all body. And because he doesn't get entangled, not for one moment, he is continuously not entangled. Why? Where is he entangled then? He is entangled with his own consciousness. He has become, it's like you are looking at me right now, you are all entangled in what I am, how I look, your ears are entangled in what you are listening, that the words are coming from me. But imagine you are so focused on the vision because of which you are able to see me. You are so focused on that consciousness, that conscious power within you, which is you, because of which the hearing is possible, because of seeing is possible, because of which the tasting and feeling, everything is possible. And you are so intensely involved and thrilled by that, because all multiplicity is gone and you are naturally pulled into that, just like we get pulled into sleep. The whole world leaves our mind. While sitting here, if this happens that you get pulled into that consciousness that you are pulled, who is getting pulled? The I. Who is getting pulled? The mind. The idea of mind is duality, me versus you. Now that duality is vanishing and only the unity is remaining, that is the consciousness. And what is going on? Other people are watching that this fellow is eyes closed, or his eyes are open, but he is sitting like a statue, undisturbed, unresponsive, good for nothing. People think that way also. But he is doing the true service too. He is in union with his own essential nature, oblivious to the world of stimuli. Such is a man of wisdom. And that's what he is saying, that he's saying it from the other side, that because of ignorance we have become attached to this body, and because of this attachment to this body we are attached to the birth and death, and this cycle of birth and death, hunger and thirst, likes and dislikes, waking dream and deep sleep, and it just keeps, the cycle keeps going on day in and day out, day in and day out. Sometimes we are happy, sometimes we are sad. Nobody is thinking that is there a possibility to experience continuous happiness? We are only small things. We are happy. Verse number 16. Atmano nirvikarasya mithyatadhatmyatah sada dehoham karma kartaham iti sankalpya sarvada jiva karoti karmani tatfalair badhyate vashaha urdhvadho bhramate nityam papa punyatmaka swayam. In that association, when the consciousness, as if, that word is not given here ever, when that consciousness as if gets associated with the body, this association that the faultless, limitless, eternal Atma has with the body is false. Can the oil and water ever unite? Is it possible? Or even better, oil and water at least are two different materials. That is one example. Can wave and water unite? Can ornament and gold unite? Huh? Why yes? It's water only. So where's the question of union? There is no question of union. All that union for the wave will be giving up its form and realizing that it was always water, isn't it? That's all. That's what you do every night when you go to sleep. You give up your form and you merge into the consciousness that you are, but under a veil of ignorance. Because it is under the veil of ignorance, you don't know where I was. You just know, oh, it was wonderful sleep. I feel refreshed. That refreshment is not feeling of rejuvenation, is not because of sleep. It's because you went and touched the source, and the mind got, just like your battery gets recharged when you put the jump leads, exactly the same way the mind went back to its source, got recharged and came back out. Again it is leaking away. Or tonight again it will go and get recharged. This cycle is going on daily. So here it says, this Atma, which is infinite by nature, consciousness by nature, continuous existence by nature, it as if feels that it is identified with the body. This is our feeling right now, that I am the body, I am hungry, I am not comfortable, it is hot, it is cold, etc., etc. But this identification with the body itself is false. Just like water and oil can never come together, consciousness and matter is the body, they can never come together. Then what is the status of this body? And but I can feel I am the life, I can feel I am the consciousness, and I can feel that I am the body also. This is our problem. This is our problem. It's not the master's problem. It's not the sage's problem. He is teaching to Sampati, and through Sampati he is teaching us that first understand that Atma and the body, that is matter, they can never come together. Because their characteristics, the nature of Atma is totally opposing to the nature of matter. What is the nature of Atma? It is Nitya, Shuddha, Buddha, Mukta, Swarupa, Swatantra, Sarvajna. It is eternal, it is ancient, it is unborn, it is undying, it is all-pervading, it is self-knowing, it is self-illuminous. It travels everywhere without going anywhere. And what is the nature of and it is continuous, and it is homogeneous mass of consciousness. And what is the matter, the body? It is temporary, it is changing, it comes into existence, it stays in existence, it goes out of existence. Oh, but I feel that I am there from childhood. But childhood came and went, teenage came and went, middle age came and went, old age is coming, isn't it? If you don't believe, check your cells. Every day cells are dying, cells are being born. There's continuous creation, maintenance and destruction at the level of the body. We just talked about the body, physical body. What about breath? Breath is also continuously going in, continuously coming out, again going in, again coming out. It's not permanent. Can you have breath only which is going in? You will become a balloon. Can you have yourself only breathing out? That is also not possible. Change. What about mind? Continuously the thoughts are coming, thoughts are maintained, thoughts are dissolved. Same rule. Cells were created, cells were maintained, cells were dissolving. Breath was created and breath was dissolving. Thoughts are created, thoughts are dissolving. Concepts are created, concepts are also changing throughout our life. So everything, so what is the rule? Everything that changes, everything that is, I should put it this way, everything that is inert, inherent within it is change. And Atma does not change. And that Atma, you and me are. Body, you and me are not. We are studying Adhyatma Ramayana. We are not here to just enjoy the story. Plus, enjoy the story, plus understand the significance behind the various incidents in the story here. Every chance that Maharishi Vedvyas is getting, he is bringing the Adhyatma out. In fact, it began with the nature of Ram and Sita ji in the first chapter itself. See? Atmano nirvikarasya mithya tadatmyata sada dehoham karma kartaham iti sankalpa sarvada. And just when this unholy union of consciousness and body takes place, ahankar comes up, then karma kartaham iti. I have to do duty, I have to do karma, I am the one who, if I don't do it, who will cook the food, if I don't do it, who will feed the children, if I don't do it, who will drop the children to the school, if I don't do it, who will put the washing machine on, if I don't do it, who will put them outside for drying. I have to do it, I have to do it, I have to do it. I have to plan, I have to organize, I have to think of the future, I have to appropriate, I have to take care of my children, I have to take care of my wife, I have to take care of my husband, I have to. This is kartaham iti. You then forget, as a result of identification, you forget your pristine, all pervasiveness, and now you have become a doer. Ego expresses as karta and bhokta, doer and enjoyer. The reverse step is told in the second chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. Karmanyevadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. So you doership, how do I give? Okay, enjoyership to drop kar. We all initiate all actions in our life with the eye on the result. If I invest, if I invest, I'll get that result. If I buy the house, it's going to increase in so much value. If I go to Kailash, I'll get so much punya. There's always a hook. That is the result. So there, Bhagwan straight away says, your duty is only to perform what is required to be done as life is presenting the situation in your life, and not worry about the results. When you start doing that, your aham, the karta, the doer, starts becoming weaker. The food for the doer is what? For the ego, what is the food? The past thoughts and the future thoughts. Past thoughts you cannot do anything about because they are there in your memory. What can you do about it? Can you take out your memory and throw it like Voldemort? Not what was that? The, who was the Hogwarts?
Harry Potter.
No. The old man. Wimbledon. Dumbledore. Dumbledore. You have not read the book? You have wasted your life. Dumbledore. He used to take out his memories and put it in the sieve there. We have not been able to do that. But you can do something. What is that? The future which has not happened yet. Unnecessarily we are worried about the future. Someone called SMS yesterday. They met me somewhere in India. Swamiji, my son has a hole in his heart and tomorrow is the operation. And I met them. I said, क्या बोल सकता हूँ मैं? Everything will go well. भगवान का नाम ले लेंगे. पर कल फोन आया, SMS आया. And when phone also came this morning, Swamiji, now the operation is starting, this, that, please pray. I said, yeah, I will pray. I will remember him and wish that everything goes well. And it went well. And at that time, Swami Anubanji also called them just by chance to their sister. And someone else I know, they also called them. And they were feeling very blessed that everyone, we didn't even call and everyone is calling. And then called to give me the news. But till yesterday, jittery. My young son, maybe 11 years old. Swamiji, what will happen? Will he come back? Will he not come back? This, that. डर लग रहा है उसको. Only son. Now he is laughing. It's natural human behavior. But what are we asking here? What is the sage Chandrayana telling? Remain samatvam yoga uchyate. Remain in the center. Be equanimous. Recognize that everything that is changing is not you. The unchanging principle is you. Come to this realization. This you can do it now, at this moment, or you can postpone it for next life. Maybe you postponed it for next life, that's why you are here. Again it is being reminded to you that you can realize it right now, otherwise there is again next life. See, ड्रामा चल रहा है. देहोहम कर्म करता हम इति संकल्प सर्वदा. And I am the body, I am the doer of the actions, and as a result of which he always involves himself in doing something or the other. And doing happens in three places. Remember, if I ask you, you should answer straight away. What are those three places? Kaya, Vacha, Manasa. Doing happens at the body level, doing happens at the speech level, and doing happens at the thought level. So if you are lying in the bed doing nothing at a physical level, mind is going on. And many people are talking to themselves. You have seen that also. Maybe you have been one of them. जो जप करते हैं वो भी अपने आप से ही बात करते हैं. हरे राम हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण. You are talking to yourself. So thinking what? By doing japa I will come to realize. Japa only makes you focused and purified. That's all it can do. And if you don't, and the final stage of the japa, when it happens, if you don't recognize it, you are back into ignorance. But that final stage of japa, para, vaikhari madhyama pashyanti para, that para is happening right now also. That para is between the two thoughts. That para is, but I can't catch the two. But I just told you, Everything that is changing, you are not. That which is continuous, are you? Right now you find out which one you are. Then you are in the para. You are the para. But we want to, no, that's too simple. I didn't do anything. बिना कुछ करे कैसे हो जाता है realization? No, I have to do some hard work, some pranayam, some yoga, some experiences I should have, some mystical experiences I should have. Like that vulture head goes round and round, my head also should go round and round in the seat of meditation. Then I should jump, I should have a levitation experience, I should have out of body experience, I should be able to read other people's mind, that experience. Then, now progress is happening. All that is humbug. All that is distractions to keep you identified with the body. That is not realization. In this manner, under the jiva karoti karmani tat phalair badhyate vashaha, and the jiva, the individuality is, their consciousness has got as if identified with the body. So this jiva karoti karmani, he continuously keeps doing something or the other, and tat phalair badhyate vashaha, and as a result every action will give a result, and then enjoying or not enjoying that result, he gets caught up in the results. Those results, they bind the jiva. By what? He makes a conclusion. I like this result, I don't like that result. I like this person, I don't like this person. I like this God, I don't like that God. It goes on for everything. Like, dislike, like, dislike. I like this food, I don't like that food. I like sitting in the front, I don't like sitting at the back. I like sitting on the floor, I don't like sitting on the chair. There's no end to it. Everything we divide into like and dislike. And that is what is called tat phalair badhyate vashaha. And he becomes vashaha. Now he is, what you call, क्या word बोलेंगे वश को? है? हाँ, जैसे भूत चढ़ जाता है ना, you are under the control of the ghosts. Isn't it? You've seen movies. People used to, in Harry Potter, they used to get, क्या वर्ड मैंने यूज किया था? They get taken over by Voldemort. Isn't it? When you see Navratri, some ladies, they get taken over by Durga Mata. They are under the control of Durga. Vasha is control. They are under the control of Durga Ji. Durga Ji is only a thought in their mind, but their mind is so surrendered to Durga Ji that the Durga Ji starts expressing through them. I don't know if you have experience, but यहाँ पे कम होता है, इंडिया में बहुत होता है. Same way, now he is also under the control of the results. Tat phalair badhyate vashaha. Urdhvadho brahmate nityam papa punyatmaka swayam. And as a result, he keeps going, he keeps classifying the deeds as good deeds or bad deeds, then goes to heaven and hell, and as a result keeps taking birth again and again, and is succumbs to the cycle of birth and death. Birth and death is only at the relative level. Atma can never be born, Atma can never die. Then who is being born and who is dying? The one who is thinking that he is not the Atma, he is the body. This fellow, he is called the Jivatma. This fellow. So from the devotional point of view, or from Bhakti Shastra point of view, or Advaita point of view, then you see in the movies, when someone dies, the soul leaves the body and is looking here and there, and if he is still attached to the body and the people related to the body, he becomes a ghost. But if little bit sadhana he has done and God remembrance he has done, he goes and then takes another birth. What takes another birth? Then some concept has to be given. In relative, it's all concepts only. And what is the concept? Consciousness plus memories is called the soul. That soul as if leaves the body and then goes to another body. Now tell me, is there a soul in a wave which leaves the wave and goes and takes form of another wave? It's water only, no? But because you can't see yourself as the infinite Atma, consciousness, we have to put some words. So these are the words which pacify your mind. That's why these words are given in our scriptures. Continuing, Krutam mayadhikam punyam yajnadhanadi nishchitam swargam gatva sukham bhokshya iti sankalpavan bhavet तथैवाध्यासतस्तत्र चिरं भुक्त्वा सुखं महत क्षीण पुण्य पतत्यर्वाक् अनिच्छन् कर्म चोदितः. He begins to feel reassured that he has done such and such yajna, he has done such and such dhyan, sacrifices, dhan, and other many good virtuous deed. Hence he shall surely go to heaven and enjoy heavenly comforts. Today only someone called, Swamiji, you know what happened yesterday? Same fellow who said, I want to go to Kailash if the Charan Sparsh opens. And he has been to Kailash. You know, Swamiji, yesterday I went to the temple, and in the temple I went, and I was in my shorts, and my wife was in the track pant, and everyone in the temple was wearing all jewelry and clothes and nice shining clothes. And nobody was seen in shorts or pants. You know, all nicely dressed. We felt very out of place, and immediately we went home close by, changed and came back to the temple. Then we asked, what is the reason? Oh, Kumbh Abhishekam is going to be held. Uske liye puja chal rahi hai. Oh. And then what happened? You know, Swamiji, and all the deities, because they are repainting the sanctum sanctorium, Garbhagriha. So they had taken all the deities out and they were giving us chance to bathe the deities. So I put oil and I put do massage and it was so good. कैलाश को देखने के बाद तेरे को अभी इसके पीछे पड़ा हुआ है. Immediately he changed his tone. हाँ, that is. उसके बाद कोई जरूरत नहीं. But it felt good. And then they said, tomorrow morning also if you want to come, you come. And next morning also, that is today morning. Again I went in the morning, again I gave Shivlinga ko maine touch kiya. Always we see them always dressed up, never naked. Naked means moola. In their moola form. Moola swarup. But this was very new for me, and I went to touch, I went and gave bath to Lord Shiva, then I went to Ganesha, then I went and gave bath to Durga Mata, then all other gods which were there, even the, what do you call, वो जो नवग्रह होते हैं ना, मैं उसको भी सबको नहलाया मैंने. हाँ, it was felt so good. अच्छी बात है. पर उसको याद दिलाना पड़ा. तो अभी भी उसी स्टोरी में लगा हुआ है. तो कैलाश जाके फिर वेस्ट किए तूने पैसे. हाँ, इट इज ट्रू. पर फिर ऐसे क्यों फील हो रहा है? मैंने कहा मैं एंजॉय कर ले, मेरा काम है चाबी देना. So same thing is being told here, that he begins to feel reassured. He felt, as this person felt good, giving bath to the deity. And then he's sending me photographs. Swami, देखो ये नर्मदेश्वर है. I said, मैं अभी नर्मदेश्वर जाके आया हूँ. वो priest is telling him, this is Swayambhu, it has come from Narmada. मैंने कहा कोई नर्मदेश्वर लिंग स्वयंभू नहीं होता. There are hundreds of factories which I went through just now, last year. They are picking up the stone from the riverbed and then polishing them and giving them shape. And the natural grain in the stone makes all those designs on the Narmadeshwar. Oh really? But he said that. I said, तेरे को बेवकूफ बनाया. They are so gullible. So he said, oh no, the priest was telling me, see, there is a Trishul there. See, there is a Trishul. I couldn't see the Trishul. I am sending you the photograph. You see if there is the Trishul. I can't see the Trishul. And I told him, I can't see the Trishul. But when he said 2-3 times, then I accepted, okay, there is a Trishul. Next time you go to the same temple, you tell him, I can see Ravan behind you. He can't see. You can see. He is from Sri Lanka. I will tell him that. टाइम पास करने के लिए क्या क्या चलता है. And just to feel reassured in our life that we are going on the right track, we give donation, we give dhan, we give bhiksha, we go to temples, we do pilgrimages, we invite, we do satsang, we invite Mahatmas, we go to in the company of the Mahatmas, we do chanting, Vedic chanting, Bhagavad Gita abhi kiya humne kuch hafte pehle. All this, why? We are in the right track. The good track. When this union of spirit and the matter, consciousness and the body is not possible, then where's the track, where's the life? Take this bitter pill. If you take this bitter pill, in this lifetime you can realize, in this moment. Otherwise, keep struggling, keep going ups and down, yo-yo. By the good effects, if I do good deeds, then I will go to heaven. If I do bad deeds, I will go to hell. And if you go to heaven, you will enjoy for whatever merits you have done in your life, you will enjoy in the heaven. Then what will happen? Like you flick a mosquito or a fly from your body, that Indra also, he'll flick you like this, back into the earth. Or whatever yoni you have decided for yourself. What decides your yoni? Yoni means the womb. What is the womb that you will decide? That will be determined by your last thought. Last thought before the last breath that leaves your body, at that time, that last thought is the aggregate of all the deeds that you have done in your life. पूरा बैलेंस शीट आ जाता है, उसके बाद प्लस माइनस, और उसमें से प्लस किसका? भगवान के साथ गए तो फिर भगवान के पास चले जाओ, या किसी लोक में जाना है तो लोक में चले गए, हेवन जाना है तो यू नो ओनली हेवन, बट विच हेवन यू डोंट नो, देयर आर सो मेनी हेवन्स. So if you think of Narayana, you will go to Vaikuntha. If you think of Ganesh, you will go to Ganesh Lok. If you think of Brahmaji, you will go to Satya Lok. If you think of Kartikeya, you will go to his Loka. And if you get confused, then what will you do? Then you will be born straight away. Correct? You are right. You are right. So here he says that when that merit is over, then you again fall back to the lower realms of the creation. Then depending upon what your last thought was, you will go into that yoni, into that womb. And he falls back, continuing, Patitva mandale chendoho tato nihara sanyutaha bhumau patitva brihadyau tatra sthitva chiram punaha bhutva chaturvidham bhojyam purushair bhujyate tataha reto bhutva punastena rutau steyo nisichitaha. First he falls on the moon. Now he is talking about different, the journey back. And what is that? Now remember, who is telling you? Sage Chandrayana. He is telling them. So he says, Patitva patitva mandale chendro tato nihara sanyutaha. Then first he falls on the moon, from there riding piggyback on the rays of the moon, he falls with dew on the earth and remains lodged for a long time among the cereals such as rice, paddy. It is not the sun which gives nourishment to the grains on the earth. It is the moonlight which gives nourishment. And that's what is, it comes in our Vedas also. It's here the same thing is being told. And from that food, etc., this minute insects feeds on the crop and destroys it if uncared for. So tumhara, if you are in that crop and your life was supposed to be only that much, like our cockatoos, the moment plums come, taste karte hain and they destroy it. That means that fruit, before it could live its complete life, it is already gone. Same way, the grains also. So they didn't have to imagine a grain is gone, then it is cut, then the chaff is taken, then it is polished. कितना परेशान उसको किया होगा उस grain को. और उसके बाद then it is cooked in boiled water. उसके बाद तुम चबा चबा के उसको खाओगे. यार उसकी लाइफ क्या परेशान हो गया होगा ना. है कि नहीं? उसकी लाइफ सोचो. Same thing is happening with us. So his life was cut short. The moment it came into existence, like you people, you grow something in your garden, before you can even look at it, the possum has come and taken it. The life is over. Quickly, प्रारब्ध खत्म हो रहा है उसका. अगर बच गया, then फिर पिसना पड़ेगा, जैसे हम अभी पिस रहे हैं. कभी कभी सोचो, ये अभी थॉट आया था, मैंने कहा खाने से क्या होता है. फिर पूरी जर्नी देखो. द मून नरिश्ड द ग्रेन, nourished the mist, brought it down, the life went into the seed became the grain, और the grain में life आया. उसके बाद पूरा प्रोसेसिंग प्लांट है. उसके बाद तुम्हारे पेट में जाएगा वो, और उधर भी खत्म नहीं होता, फिर निकलता है नीचे से, तब जाके उसकी जर्नी कंप्लीट होती है. और उसमें से भी हम जैसे सब पिछले जन्म में थे, इसलिए अभी भी हैं. तो वैसे वो ग्रेन पूरा जर्नी करने के बाद फिर भी पचा नहीं, अगेन द ग्रेन इज आउट. अरे यार, अगेन आई हैव टू बी बॉर्न, अगेन आई हैव टू सीड, अगेन आई हैव टू मल्टीप्लाई. वही अपना हाल है. Look at this joke of life. Then it is eaten by the people along with cereals in their meal, or in their meal by whatever. It is then converted to sperm of males and transferred to the womb of a woman during intercourse, and then mixed with the fluid of the womb. It becomes an embryo surrounded by the thin tissue within one day, and becomes a jelly-like substance. After that, then in 5 nights, it develops several blister bubbles on its surface, and after 7 nights, it becomes round like a bundle of muscles, egg-shaped, and the whole how the conception takes place is being given. यो निरक्तेन संयुक्तं जरायुपरिवेष्टितं दिनेनैकेन कललं भूत्वा रूढत्वमाप्नुयात् तत्पुनः पञ्चरात्रेण बुद्बुधाकारतामियात् सप्तरात्रेण तदपि मांसपेशित्वमाप्नुयात् पक्षमात्रेण सा पेशी रुधिरेण परिप्लुता तस्या एवाङ्कुरोत्पत्तिः पञ्चविंशतिरात्रिषु ग्रीवाशिरश्च स्कन्धश्च पृष्ठवंशस्तथोदरं पञ्चधाङ्गानि चैकैकं जायन्ते मासतक्रमात्. Within 15 days, see, everything has in our scriptures, everything has been worked out already. ये तो अभी ढूंढ रहे हैं. Within 15 days, blood seeps into that muscular ball, that is the egg-shaped zygote, that muscular ball, and after 25 nights it begins to produce sprouts. What are those sprouts? Head, arms, it becomes like a kurma avatar. Those are the sprouts, the 5 sprouts. Various organs begins to delineate themselves from that one mass. When 1 month is complete, it gradually forms the 5 organs one by one, the neck, head, shoulder, spine and stomach respectively. Panipadau tatha parshva katirjano tathaiva cha masadvayat prajayante kramenaiva na chanyatha त्रिभिर्मासै प्रजायन्ते अङ्गानां सन्ध्यक्रमात् सर्वाङ्गुल्य प्रजायन्ते kramanmasachatushtaye. Then in 2 months' time, the hands and legs and ribs, waist, knees are formed one by one. Then there is no deviation in this sequence. They are saying it with affirmation that this is the sequence that happens. You cannot, नहीं जैसे आजकल के ड्रग्स चेंज होते हैं ना every 5-7 years. I think now we have observed something else. No, this is the sequence. Story over. वो कौन सा उपनिषद था? सूर्य उपनिषद था जिसमें कंसेप्शन का पूरा बताया था. सूर्य उपनिषद था. हाँ, यू रीड सूर्य उपनिषद बिफोर. यहाँ पे तो कोई बिफोर, अब तो लेट हो गया. यू आर ऑल पेरेंट्स. In that, how to conceive, how to prepare for conception, what should be your attitude, what should be the thoughts in your mind, everything is given here. Can you imagine? इतना डिटेल्ड करके अपने वेदों में से आया है. That was the last suktam that I took for chanting. After, that कौन सी है वो? Mantra Pushpa is there, no? You have seen Mantra Pushpa book? So, we read everything. This Surya, it was a long one, so I left it for the last. But when I started reading, I thought this is telling something different. Then I found English translation. The entire theory of conception, process, not just theory, process. And it's telling you, if you do this, girl will be born. If you do this, boy will be born. If you do this, intelligent fellow will be born. If you do this, dynamic person will be born. Everything is told there. But nobody teaches you that. If you have got good children, luck, God's grace. But here is a sure way of getting, and it's not told boy or girl. You can choose whatever. There is no deviation in this sequence. Next in this series, in 3 months, are formed the joints. And thereafter, in 4 months, all the fingers emerge. Nasa karnau cha netre cha jayante panchamasatah danta panktirnakha guhyam panchame jayate tatha arvakshanmasa tachidram karnayor bhavati sfutam payurmedram upastham cha nabhishchapi bhavendrunam saptame masi romani shira keshastathaiva cha vibhaktavayavatvam cha sarvam sampadyateshtame. At the beginning of the 5th month, nose, ears and eyes are formed, while during this month are formed the teeth, nails and internal organs. At the beginning of the 6th month, cavities of the ears become evident, as well as the anus, sex organs, male or female, and navel appear. During the 7th month, body hairs and hair of the head emerge, and while in the 8th month, all the organs have been formed and separately, distinctly visible, which we can see it in X-ray nowadays. जो भी वो करते हैं ना, ultrasound वगैरह. And in this way, they have shown you everything. And now he says, Jathare vardhate garbha striya evam vihangama panchame masi chaitanyam जीवा प्राप्नोति सर्वशः नाभिसूत्राल्परन्ध्रेण मातृभुक्तान्न सारतः वर्धते गर्भगः पिण्डो न म्रियते न म्रियते स्वकर्मतः. O bird, this is how the fetus develops in the womb of the woman. During the 5th month itself, the fetus gains conscious life. Oh, मैंने क्या बोला था? भागवत also, Srimad Bhagavad also told the same thing. 5th month, the life enters into the womb. The embryo in the womb draws nourishment by way of food eaten by the mother through the thin, minute umbilical cord attached to the embryo's navel, and it grows as a result. It does not die because of its past deeds, as a result of it, or effect of reward or reaction, etc. Of the actions done by it in the previous life before it fell down from the heaven as described. But तुमने गर्भपात नाम सुना होगा, the miscarriages happen, but miscarriage is not a bad thing. Miscarriage is that particular soul, or the soul hasn't even entered the body yet. It has happened, it's over. But tell the people that the soul needed only to experience that much only, and it has got liberated. That's it. स्मृत्वा सर्वाणि जन्मानि पूर्वकर्माणि सर्वशः जठरानलतप्तोऽयम् इदं वचनमब्रवीत् नानायोनिसहस्रेषु जायमानोऽनुभूतवान् पुत्रदारादिसम्बन्धं कोटिशः पशुबान्धवान्. At that moment in the womb, remembering all its previous lives and deeds done during those births, and tormented by fire agonies of the womb, the creature, having taken birth in crores of previous wombs, I have had the experience of various worldly relationships, such as the relationships, etc., friends, companions, compatriots, as different, and different animals as being sons, wives, etc. When is he remembering all this? When? After birth or before birth? Before 8th month. 9th month में पैदा होता है ना. And what is his commitment? At that time he remembers everything. Moment he pops out, he forgets everything. Thank God. So while he is in the womb, he remembers, and he makes a resolve that in this life I am going to sort it all out. With that commitment, you came out of the mother's womb, because you remembered everything from before. But बाहर आने के बाद naturals ice cream is very nice. कहाँ मिलती है? यहाँ पे आ गए क्या ऑस्ट्रेलिया में? We get lost in the world. So he remembers everything. This is being told to whom? Don't forget the context. This is being told to Sampati, who was ready to give up his life. To him, sage Chandrayana is giving instructions. Kutumba bharana saktya न्यायान्यायैर्धनार्जनम् कृतं नाकरवं विष्णुः चिन्तां स्वप्नेऽपि दुर्भगः इदानीं तत्फलं भुञ्जे गर्भदुःखं महत्तरम् अशाश्वते शाश्वतवद देहे तृष्णा समन्वितः. The most unfortunate fellow that I am, I never remembered Lord Vishnu, the Supreme Lord. Even in my dreams at that time, I was simply engrossed, involved in sustaining my relations and kith and kin and earn wealth for them either by right or wrong means. Who is saying this? Sage Chandrayana. Same problem Yamraj also had in Kathopanishad. When Nachiket came, he said, I want to know what is that which is beyond dharma, adharma. He gave him lot of lollipops. He said it's all right, but Will it give me, will I come to, by taking this lollipop, will I come to know that which is beyond dharma? He says, he gets very impressed. And then in a moment of क्या कहेंगे, emotion, Yamraj, feeling emotion, he says, when I was your age, I also wanted to know what is life and what is death. I was your age and I wanted to be the master of death. And I have all this knowledge. You have come to me, I am giving you the knowledge. I had all the knowledge, I got. But my desire to do the sadhana and invoke the Lord was for conquering death. And that time it was the beginning of creation. So when the Lord appeared, he said, Tathastu, and I became Yamraj. Now I cannot leave the job description. I'm stuck for cycle after cycle of creation. Life after life after life, I have to remain as Yamraj only. But you are not getting distracted by anything. Salute to you. And he takes that fire of contemplation, he calls it, which was called as Vaishwanar Agni, he calls it Nachiket Agni, gives a new name. But he was so thrilled with his student. Same way here, he is telling Sampati that see, if you have made a mistake, you accept it and learn from it. He's not afraid to share that he has made a mistake somewhere in his life. He says that I took our Swamiji says the same things. What? Gila kachara, sukha kachara. What is sukha kachara? Possessions of life. What is gila kachara? Relations of life. Don't get caught up in them. Today one woman came, Swamiji, I want to meet you. I said, why? No, I want to see who is taking me to Kailash. I said, you have not decided yet? No, but I still want to meet you. I said, come. First she wanted to take me to her home, she's building a new home. आप अपने चरण रखो ये वो, उसके बाद हस्बैंड से झगड़ा हो गया, मैं यहाँ पे वेट कर रहा हूँ. फिर कहती है मैं क्या करूँ, मैं कहा आओ, मेरा टाइम मत वेस्ट करो, आओ इधर. फिर शी केम एंड देन थोड़ा सा इधर कैलाश का इधर उधर सब इन्फॉर्मेशन भेजा है, एक बार भी नहीं पढ़ा. स्वामी जी अब बताओ क्या करना है. मैंने कहा पहले पढ़ के आओ. आई वॉज वेरी ब्रूटल. I said, you want me to talk to you again for 1 hour when I sent you the whole recording? And you have not even opened the brochure, you have not even listened to what I said. Now you want me to repeat it? मेरे को पागल कुत्ते ने नहीं काटा है, ऐसे ही बोला मैंने. अच्छा स्वामी जी उस बात को छोड़ो, कैलाश का तो हो जाएगा, आप हैं साथ में. मेरा बेटा इज 36 years old, उसके लिए कोई लड़की ढूंढो ना. मैंने कहा बच्चे पैदा तुम करो, लड़की मैं ढूंढूंगा. funny. So we must not get. उसको मैंने literally I told her. I said he is 36 years old. He is a man. He can decide which way he wants to go in his life. To worry about a 36-year-old is बेवकूफ़ी. Don't become a बेवकूफ़. थोड़ी तो शॉक हो गई जब बेवकूफ़ बोला, बाद में स्टूपिड भी बोला, फिर शॉक हो गई. स्वामी जी तो एकदम डायरेक्ट बोल रहे. पर किसी को जगाना है तो ऐसे वर्बल थप्पड़ देने पड़ते हैं, नहीं तो वही साइकिल में घूमते रहेंगे. बिकॉज ऑन द फोन ऑल्सो शी आस्क्ड, हियर शी हैज कम टू मीट मी फॉर कैलाश, नाउ शी इज क्राइंग अबाउट हर सन. So this misplaced attachment to dry garbage, possessions of life, and wet garbage, relations of life. You got 2 bins, no? Dry garbage bin and wet garbage outside the house. Every week they come and take it. Throw them out of your mind. Don't get attached. And because of this, as a result of this misplaced priority, because of my over involvement in my wet garbage and dry garbage, I am suffering from this severe punishment in the form of torments of the womb, and once again I mistakenly regard this perishable body as eternal, imperishable, and get tied in this wistful, yearning, desiring nature. Sage Chandrayana is telling. कितना बाकी है? ये चैप्टर खत्म हो रहा है, नहीं हो रहा? अभी बहुत है. कहाँ पे, कौन से वर्ष पे हम? हाँ, 37. अकार्यण्येव कृतवान् न कृतं हितमात्मनः इत्येवं बहुधा दुःखम् अनुभूय स्वकर्मतः कदा निष्क्रमणं क्रमे स्याद् गर्भानिरसन्निभात् इत ऊर्ध्वं नित्यमहं विष्णुमेवानुपूजये. I have buried myself in doing what was not worthy. And what is not worthy? Remaining involved in dry garbage and wet garbage. Are you? If you are involved in dry garbage and wet garbage, only one destiny for you, rebirth. If you have done enough good deeds. Otherwise, go to hell. That is default. Sage Chandrayana, he says, and I went through this many times. And he says, I have buried myself in doing what was not worthy of being done and did not attempt to do anything that truly served my own well-being and welfare. And what is that which will help you? What is good for your well-being? Satsang, company of sages, taking the name of the Lord, meditating on the infinite. As regularly you have your breakfast, lunch, dinner, that regularly you should sit in communion with yourself or the Lord in the morning, afternoon, and evening. For that purpose, the 3 sandhyas were given. But we don't do it. It's all old system. That is the reason. I have been suffering from hence, based on the result of my deeds. What was that? Attachment to, not to God, not to the Paramatma, but I was attached to dry garbage and wet garbage, possessions and relations. Who is saying? Adhyatma Ramayana is saying. What does Ramayana know? We know, it is so nice to hold my grandchild in my arms. Zarur, it is good, but don't get attached. I don't know when I shall get out of this hell-like womb, which is like, and when I do, I shall always worship it and adore, dedicate myself to devotion for Lord Vishnu. He is making a commitment in front of him. He is telling his story. Continuing, with this we'll conclude with this last 40 verse. Ityadi chintayan jivo yoniyantra prapiditaha jayamanoti dukkhena narakatpataki yatha puti vrananin nipatitaha krumiresha iva paraha tato valyadi dukkhani sarva evam vibhunjate. Worrying, lamenting, tormented in this manner, that creature takes birth amidst great misery and difficulty. You think child going through the womb and living for 8-9 months in that dirty waters of the womb and then coming out of that womb, all that is, and lying there in your own toilet and in your own shoo and on your own vomit that is coming out when the milk comes out of your mouth. You think that is a good, it's a hellish journey. बट हमारे को कौतुक, देखो बोलना पड़ता है, क्या करें, आशीर्वाद भी देना पड़ता है. But as a seeker, from seeker's point of view, it is a hellish journey. You don't want to go through that whole rigmarole all over again and again and again and again. 2 ones are 2, 4, थप्पड़ एक, 2 twos are 7, एक और, फिर से थप्पड़ खाने हैं, बढ़ते. This creature, great misery and difficulty, the person comes out of this horrible torments of hell. The creature feels glad and relieved. That's womb, in the baby in the womb. When it comes out of that hell, the creature feels glad and relieved that he has been able to come out of and get rid of the hell. Because there, not only he was living in the dirt, dirty waters and fecal matter, but he was also remembering all the past. And he makes a commitment, जो तुमको मैंने पहले बताया. We all made a commitment. That's why you are here. And you made a commitment, no more. No more. But then we forget. Chakachaun se. At that moment, he looks like a maggot or a worm falling out of a festering wound. Then he has to suffer from various miseries, agonies, and torments during his childhood days. Such is the miserable, dismal, wretched condition of all those who have a body. What happens next in our next episode? And even after birth is exactly, almost exactly similar. Tulsidas ji says in Vinay Patrika that this is the journey of the soul, and the same journey is told in Vinay Patrika also. We look at now, again he addresses the Sampati and he tells that whatever you have seen, now he gives him the instruction because he wanted to die, Sampati. Now, having told this whole story of birth and where we have gone wrong, an intelligent person, Sampati is intelligent, he will catch. Are you intelligent? Then catch. Otherwise, you will continue. If you are repeating the same mistake, me, my body, my children, my husband, my wife, my grandchildren, my house, my furniture, my car, there is no end. And next life again, someone else will come and tell you Ramayana. Adhyatma Ramayana. I will not come. I will send someone else. तुम सोच रहोगे कि स्वामी जी बोलेंगे नेक्स्ट टाइम अगेन आई विल कम एंड टेल यू. आई एम अलर्ट. आई एम नॉट गेटिंग कॉट अप. So what is the message that he gives him and reveals to him the purpose? Purpose is to unite with the divine. See that Swami Prabha, she got guidance from her friend Priyambada se, and she waited for thousands and thousands of years till one monkey comes and meets her. And Hanumanji came when he was in search for Sita ji. And when she sees, she is thrilled, gives them food, and she says, and when he tells about Ram, immediately gives them the direction, helps them, and goes to Sri Ram on that mountain where Sugriva and all are waiting. And the moment she comes in front of Sri Ram, she realizes that he is the Lord Narayana, takes 3 circumambulations and merges into the divine. Can we say that we have done that type of preparation? स्वामी जी प्रिपरेशन तो नहीं किया तो फिर अगले लाइफ में नहीं, अभी कर लो. Preparation doesn't take too long, but begin. Grace is always there. We are not available. Like the telephone signal is always there. If the phone is off, what can the signal do? तुमने ऑन ही नहीं किया है. सिग्नल ऑन करने के लिए तुमको ऑन करना पड़ेगा ना फोन को, तब तो तुम कॉल कर सकते हो. ही विल से भगवान कह रहे हैं मैं सब जगह हूँ, आई एम सर्वव्यापी. ही इज एवरीवेयर, बट वी आर नॉट अवेलेबल. मेक स्टार्ट समवेयर. ओम पूर्णमदा पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. हरिः ॐ. श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः. हरिः ॐ. Just sit quietly for a moment. Hari Om. Any bhajans?